This auspicious beginning, let us collectively seek the grace of the goddess of knowledge as we proceed with the lighting of the lamp, symbolizing the triumph of wisdom over ignorance. May I request our director ma'am and our esteemed dignitaries to kindly come forward for the lamp lighting ceremony. Ma'am, sir. Thank you all. Now I would like to invite Ms. Sarika ma'am to extend a warm welcome to our dignitaries and esteemed guests. Sarika ma'am.
Thank you, Niharika ma'am. Good morning, everyone, distinguished guests, participants, and fellow faculty members. It is my privilege to introduce our keynote speakers for this faculty development program. Let me welcome our distinguished guest, Dr. Sachin Mangla, Professor and Associate Dean, O.P. Jindal Global University. Dr. Sachin Mangla is a renowned academician and researcher with expertise in qualitative research. As Professor and Associate Dean at O.P. Jindal Global University, he has made significant contributions to research, teaching, and academic leadership. His work emphasizes advanced quantitative methods, data analysis, and evidence-based decision-making, and he is widely recognized for his scholarly publications and mentorship of research scholars. We welcome you, sir. Our first keynote speaker is Dr. Chadu Monga, Assistant Professor at Department of Design, IIT Delhi. Dr. Monga is the leading voice in design thinking, educational innovation, and the integration of emerging technologies with creative design. Her research focuses on virtualization techniques for transforming educational paradigms, cultural innovation, and design communication, making her uniquely positioned to address our theme of AI-infused design thinking. With a PhD in design from IIT Guwahati, Dr. Monga brings over 9 years of industrial experience alongside her academic expertise. She has pioneered the AR lab at IIT Guwahati, advancing digital media technologies in animation and interactive films. Her work extends internationally as a visiting faculty at University of Finland and as a visiting fellow at universities in Macau and Japan. She actively collaborates with the Ministry of Education and Skill Development in India and globally, shaping the future of education through innovative design approaches. Welcome, ma'am. We are also privileged to have Mr. Saptarshi Roy, Founding Director of Thoughtbook, a creative powerhouse who bridges design with emerging technology. Please join me in warmly welcoming our distinguished guests. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarika ma'am. It is now my privilege to introduce the parent body, Shri Banarsidas Chandiwala Seva Samar Trust Society, an institution committed for decades to the cause of education, healthcare and community service. Under its visionary guidance, BCIPS Dwarka stands as a premier management institute dedicated to academic excellence, innovation and holistic development. Shri Banarsidas Chandiwala Seva Samar Trust Society, established in 1952, is a registered charitable society based at Chandiwala Estate, Kalkaji, New Delhi. Guided by the mission to provide yeoman services in the field of health and education, and driven by the vision of ensuring equal access to quality healthcare and education for all. The trust has grown into a respected institution serving the community for over 7 decades. It is in its early years, the society was led by Sri Devdas Gandhi, son of Mahatma Gandhi, and later supported by eminent personalities such as Dr. Sushila Nair. Since 1985, the trust has continued to progress under the able leadership of its chairman, Sri Arthur Krishna, where its day-to-day functioning has been managed with dedication by its long-serving secretary, Sri Bhuvan Mohan. Today, the society runs an extensive network of healthcare and educational institutions. In healthcare, it operates the Banarsidas Chandiwala Institute of Medical Science, a multi-speciality hospital with Ayurvedic and homeopathic dispensaries, the Banarsidas Chandiwala Eye and Dental Center, Jama Masjid, the Banarsidas Chandiwala Eye Hospital, Motihari, and the Banarsidas Chandiwala Sports Center and Gymnasium at Chandiwala Estate. In education, the trust manages Janki Devi Memorial College, University of Delhi, and 4 institutes affiliated with Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University. The Banarsidas Chandiwala Institute of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, the Banarsidas Chandiwala Institute of Information Technology, the Banarsidas Chandiwala Institute of Physiotherapy, and the Banarsidas Chandiwala Institute of Professional Studies. We are proud to carry forward the legacy of quality education envisioned by the Trust. Moving on to the introduction of the program, today's faculty development program aims to bring together thought leaders, researchers and academicians to deliberate on contemporary issues and emerging trends. Over the coming days, participants will gain deep insights, engage in discussions and enhance their academic and pedagogical skills. This program stands as an opportunity to create dialogue, foster collaboration and ignite new perspectives. To formally welcome the gathering and declare the event open, it is my honor to invite our Director Ma'am, Dr. Aparna Mishra Ma'am, to deliver the welcome address.
Am I audible at the back? So before I welcome the guests here at BCIPS, already I discussed and so many new dimensions I could figure out with the discussion. May I request all the dignitaries to join us on the dais and take their seat here. Thank you. So, respected, esteemed dignitaries on the dais, Professor Mangla, Professor Monga, and Professor Roy, my fellow colleagues, dear participants, my students sitting here, a very warm welcome. I extend a very warm welcome to all of you to this faculty development program, AI infused design thinking, crafting the new wave of innovation. To set the tone for the learning journey, as usual, I am reminding of a very profound Sanskrit shloka here, and that is a shloka enduring the value of knowledge in our life. It goes like this: Vidya nam narasya rupam, adhikam prachanna guptam dhanam, Vidya bhog kari yashah sukh kari, Vidya guru nam guru. Vidya bandhu jano videsh gamne, Vidya param devatam, Vidya rajasu pujyate natu, dhanam vidya vihinam pashu. So knowledge is a person's greatest asset and a hidden treasure. It brings joy, fame, and happiness, and is a teacher of teachers. It is a companion in foreign land and a divine blessings from the God. Kings honor knowledge, not wealth, and without knowledge, a person is like an animal. So this timeless idea resonates strongly today as we witness the rapid integration of AI and human-centered innovation across sectors. India is emerging as a major force in this transformation. Current data shows that India ranks among the top 5 countries in AI research, and the Indian AI market is projected to reach 17 billion USD by 2027, growing at an average of 25% annually. Nearly 45% of Indian enterprises are already adapting AI-driven processes. With NEP also, NEP 2020, it is emphasizing design thinking, digital pedagogy, and experiential learning. This convergence becomes even more relevant for all of us in higher education. As educator, we must adapt to this new technology and the new landscape. AI brings precision, personalization, and deep analytical insights, wherein design thinking brings empathy, creativity, and innovation for the mankind. Together, they offer a transformative framework for improving teaching, research, and students' outcome. This FDP is an opportunity to understand these approaches and explore how they can be meaningful for our professional growth. Integrating into academic practices and taking it further as a teacher is the agenda of this FDP. So I encourage all the participants to engage actively and reflect on how these insights can contribute to the growth and innovation culture at their respective education and research domain. I extend my sincere gratitude once again to our distinguished speakers for sharing their expertise, and to organizing team for their thoughtful planning and efforts. Once again, I warmly welcome all of you and wish you an enriching and insightful learning experience through these 6 days. All the best and thank you so much. Over to you, Niharika.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your motivating words.
Now I would request Director Ma'am to kindly facilitate our guests for today. Dr. Sachin Mangla, OP Jindal University.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to have you.
Dr. Charu Monga, IIT Delhi. Thank you, ma'am. Now it's time to hear from our distinguished chief guest, We are honored to welcome Dr. Sachin Mangal, Professor and Assistant Dean, O.P. Jindal Global University.
Dr. Sachin Mangla, sir, Professor and Associate Dean, O.P. Jindal Global University, a respected scholar and an eminent voice in this field. Sir, may I now request you to kindly deliver the inauguration speech. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So thank you very much, and first of all a very big thanks for this warm welcome and the wonderful hospitality. I think this is my third visit probably to this institute, and I'm grateful to the professor, the director of the institute, Professor Aparna, and I think she is the wonderful force. She is the inspiring force, because in a setup like this institute, so I think you need a very strong leadership to drive and to engage faculty, students, and to make institutions or to take institutions to the next level. I think she's doing a lot, because last month I believe I came here, then it was another event that was sponsored by ICSSR, and this time it is sponsored by AICT, so probably we are doing good. And I think that should be the spirit of an institution. So thank you very much. And now I would like to, also say thanks to Professor Charu, because I met her first time, but like she's from IT Delhi, and always you are working with a couple of your collaborators in IT Delhi, so it was a good opportunity to meet you. And then we have faculty members from the institute, and then we have students, all the participants. So I think this is going to be a wonderful FDP. This is going to be a wonderful 6 days Atal, AICT sponsored program, because AICT has this separate kind of vertical where they are very much committed to promote such initiatives. So Atal is one of them. So I think every year they are giving around 300 or somewhere around 400 FDPs, and where they are promoting like how they can engage more and more scholars and students, faculty members, or even experts from industry, or professionals, or participants from industry. So basically they are trying to create such setup, and they are trying to provide these opportunities for the institution, but really institutions are taking benefits, not like Banarsi Das Institute, because already I think per year we are organizing something with the help of AICT, so that's a wonderful thing. Now let us come to the theme, because I have been given this task to address to all of you, and it was and always when she called, so I think you can't say no, so you have to come, and that was a pleasure again. So the topic of this particular FDP is like AI, and there are a couple of buzzwords here: AI, infused, design thinking, innovation, and then you are talking about artificial intelligence, you are talking about today's global scenario. So I think it is getting more and more responsibility of we all, as a student, as a faculty member, as a personnel from industry, or maybe from any sector. So you can see how evolution is happening, or how innovations are happening. So I think it is something very important that we need to really understand the correct meaning of AI. Because these days, I think most of us as a student, and even we are spending a lot of time, on screens. So probably we need to be very careful that, what time that you are spending on the screen. Maybe students from media side, most of the time they are, they are preparing for those reels, or probably they are looking to become those influencers, because I think we have this media program here. So we have this media program here, we have this management program here, or we have, other discipline programs are also being offered at Banarsi Das Institute. So I think my message to all of the students, first message would be like, you need to be careful, first of all, when you are talking about AI. Because we need to use this AI, artificial intelligence, to help us. But currently what we are doing, probably we are taking it as a driver. So we are not thinking, we are not making the use of our mind. We are not making the use of our cognitive abilities. We are just trusting on this AI. So I think the first message to the student would be that please don't trust blindly on this AI. Sometimes you are submitting your assignments. Sometimes you are submitting your papers or whatever. And blindly you are just taking the help of this chat GPT and all that stuff. And then you have been caught into the discipline of this copy and paste, plagiarism and all that stuff. Because we are looking for some innovations, and innovations will only come when human mind will be infused with this AI, and this is the theme of this particular 6 days FDP, that AI should be used as a facilitator. It should be used as a lever, that so that human mind can channelize their energy, because thoughts are with human mind. But currently what we are doing, even we are asking, let's say, can you tell us some problems? Even we are asking such type of questions to ChatGPT. So ChatGPT will not tell you about the problems. Problems, I think, has to be identified by you. Then you can take the help of AI or ChatGPT, like probably how you can make, how you can solve it. Sometimes you are finding some algorithms, because again, the next line here is when empathy meets algorithm. So like design thinking has been categorized into 5 stages, because we have our expert, Dr. Charu, so I'm not much that kind of expertise in design thinking, but because I'm working in the area of green, sustainability, supply chain operations management, and digital transformations. So when you are working in this area, you might have seen that people these days, they are talking about like AI is going to replace everything, but it is not like that. Still you need human minds. Still you need human creativity, because that kind of personalization is very, very important when you are using AI. So 5 steps of design thinking. Let's say first of all, you are going for the need. That the first step is mentioned here, empathy or empathize. And after that, once you have identified the need, that where you are looking to apply this particular AI, where you need to solve a problem. So first of all, we need to identify a problem. And if we are able to solve some real problems. For example, these days in Delhi, in NCR, we have this smoke. So everybody is talking about this smoke, everybody is talking about this pollution, AQI. So can we do something maybe for this problem? So why not to take the help of AI, why not to take the help of our cognitive abilities or human mind, and so that we can propose something. So I think as a country, we are looking for such real-time innovations. So if you compare the same situation, for example, with China, so I think you must have heard one news like in 2008 somewhere, like China has declared emergency, in Beijing, because of this, again, severe pollution and all that stuff. But now if you will see the situation, everything is fine. So the AQI is probably less than 100, less than 50 even. But why not we are not able to make it in India? So that's why I think we need that our government is, of course, they are doing something, they are framing policy and all that stuff. But still, I think we also need, as a scholar, as a faculty member, as a student, probably this is something that we need to understand, that how we can create something, some important or real-time solutions or problem-solving approaches, so that our country and our future generations can be benefited. And it's not like one problem. So probably we can do something in agriculture sector. We can do something for farmers, because farmers, you might have seen, like farmers, they are facing so many problems. So why not to use this AI? Why not to use this design thinking approach? Why not to give something tangible to those farmers? Because agriculture is one of the major, it's one of the primary source of, GDP contributor or income for India. Why not to do something in healthcare? So see, sectors are available. It could be agriculture, it could be healthcare, it could be maybe manufacturing, or it could be services, it could be textile or whatever. Or it could be anything else. But we need to understand, first of all, the real need and the real implications. Because most of the time, these days, our youth is busy on those, social media, or in making those, reels or influencers and all that stuff. So instead of, wasting, probably I would use this word waste. So instead of wasting our energy, so why not to channelize our energy, that probably we can do something meaningful with the use of this AI. Because we have AI, you have your mobile phone in your hand, so everything is with you. So today you can't imagine your life without your mobile phone. So very first time when we are, when we are awake in the morning, so we are just searching for our mobile phone, and if you are not able to find it, so sometimes it's a question of billions, like where did I lost it, or where my mobile phone is there. You can live without wallet, you can live without without books. I think day before yesterday, one of the renowned Professor Mohanty, he addressed the faculty members, he addressed the students. So he was talking about, the use of books, the use of teaching material in the classrooms. So I think we are not using that now. because entirely we are dependent or we are getting dependent on this AI. But just take a question that is it required or is it sufficient? Because see, AI or these mobile phones or these laptops or these technological, gadgets, solution providers, everything else, you can use them, and this is something for you to, to improve yourself, to make more and more value addition in yourself. But now, these days, what we are doing, I think we have entirely, particularly in India, that we are entirely getting sticked to these, technological or these mobile applications or whatever. So probably we need to get out of them, and we need to make our mind, as a conscious mind, that we need to think about what is happening in my society, what is happening in my local area, because that would be the real contribution, and that you can make with the help of this design thinking approach. So I think when you are listening, probably Dr. Charu or other experts, so they would be giving you the more and more technical stuff about design thinking. They will be telling you about the need of problem definition. They will be telling you about the need of prototyping. They will be telling you the need of testing. Because these days we are talking about innovation. But I think my message from this particular platform would be that in innovation we need more and more commercialization. Because if we are looking for more and more commercialization, and if we need more and more commercialization, and if we are able to deliver more and more commercialization in management institutions even, not only from the IITs or not only from the science background students, if we are able to generate some meaningful contributions at the side of commercialization, some kind of incubations, some kind of startups, if we are able to generate some kind of entrepreneurship opportunities, I think that would be the real contribution, and that would be the real take for you as a management student. Because we are really lacking in terms of commercialization. And Government of India has this Make in India initiative, so we need more and more commercialization in manufacturing sector. We don't need more and more influencers probably for that particular sector. We need more and more commercialization in manufacturing sector, because we need to promote our initiative for making that self-reliant India or making that self-sustainable India as compared to China. Because today China, if you're talking about, so they are probably way ahead if you're talking about India and China. But again, because they have revolutionized in such a way that they are very good in manufacturing, they are very ahead in that manufacturing. So they are going for innovations, but they are going for more and more meaningful manufacturing innovations and commercializations. But currently, at this moment of time in India, we are not going well in that direction. So, but I think in last couple of months, because of those geopolitical landscapes, if you're talking about US, Russia, or the impact of those tariffs and everything else on India, so now I think our government, under the leadership of our Prime Minister, Honorable Modi ji, so I think they are emphasizing a lot these days on this Make in India initiative. So that's why probably in terms of innovation, we need to have more and more design thinking approach. We need to have more and more quality aspects. We need to have more and more sustainability aspects. We need to have more and more, people-friendly aspects, safety aspects in the design phase. So if you are able to make all these things in the design phase, and you are making the use of AI, and then you are solving it by using those algorithms, so then I think that will give you a kind of personalization. So Industry 5.0 concept is being very much famous these days, and I think Japanese, they are using this concept very well. So they are talking about this personalization, that they need human mind, creativity, and then you need machines. So it's a combination of human mind, and then you are coordinating, you are collaborating with machines. So now we are talking about Industry 5.0, not Industry 4.0. Where in Industry 4.0, we are talking about that probably robots or probably machines will replace human minds, but no. So we are safe. So we are safe as a teacher, as a faculty member, as a industry professional, that we need people. So now, again, people have started talking about that we need human mind, that we need human intelligence on the top of that artificial intelligence. So we don't need artificial intelligence on the top of human minds. So now the things are getting changed. But still, I think we need to change our habits, we need to change our perception that AI is there for you to help you. We need to find good problems, we need to find real problems, because I think as a country, or as a local, maybe you are from Delhi itself, so then why not to apply this AI to solve something in your society? So I think we need to solve such problems. In our research papers also, we are writing some theoretical papers, but why not to go for some kind of, again, commercialization? So I think this is something, the need of the hour, if we are going forward for next couple of years, and whatever our country is promising, maybe Viksit Bharat, maybe Super India or whatever. So from this platform, my message only would be that we need to understand the real need, the real implications, and basically the real use of AI, and how you as a human mind can have more and more control on that AI rather than that AI is controlling you. So this is something that I think I would like to emphasize, and thank you very much for the opportunity that you have given to me. And I will not take much time, because then probably I will be cutting down the time taken by Dr. Charu, and she will give you more technical stuff. But my general advice would be again the same thing, that AI is there for you, always you can use it. ChatGPT is with you, but you need to use it wisely, logically, sensibly, and where it is required. Not every time you have to use AI that where it is not required. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your illuminating thoughts. Next, we extend a warm welcome to our keynote speaker, Dr. Charu Monga Ma'am, Assistant Professor, IIT Delhi. Her expertise and academic contributions have been truly noteworthy. Ma'am, we request you to kindly deliver the keynote address. Thank you, ma'am.
So, Dr. Sachin has really shared very interesting and different examples. So, first of all, namaste and very warm welcome to all the teachers, students, honorable dignitaries, honorable principal ma'am, and director who is, I was just talking in the morning with Dr. Aparna, and she gave me a bit of inspiration that we can do something for our country and inspire students in a larger manner. So it is my honor to stand before all of you, and the most powerful group of people, teachers, students, and all of you. First of all, of course, it's very important for us to trust ourselves, to believe ourselves. Okay, we are talking about here design thinking, AI, we are talking about emerging technologies, but it's very important to trust yourself that you can do it. Can you do it? Yes. Can you say it loudly, I can do it? I can do it. Yes. So with this example, I wanted to start with kind of a small glimpse of China, how they have started the whole revolution of making in China, right? And similarly in Japan. So if you go to China, there is a import, export, a lot of things from China. Chinese goods are pretty famous. And if you go to a village or to a society or a community, like we have societies here, right? Where all of you live, where I live in my community, or you also live in your community. Every household is doing something. Every household is famous for something. For example, if you are making a light, somebody is making the umbrella part of the light, somebody is making the stand part of the light, somebody is just making the screws of the light. So every household is very kind of polishing their skills by making just one element. Okay, and the person comes and they collects from one house, another house, assembly happens, another house, the packaging happens, another house, the distribution happens. So they have created the whole chain. Okay, and if we look back in our Indian ecosystem, our India is an ecosystem, right? We have so many variety of people. We have some students who are good with management. Under management is an umbrella word, but under management there's so many other things which comes in, right? Somebody is good with selling things, somebody is good with creating things, somebody is good with manufacturing things, so they have seen their parents and their family. So in our Indian ecosystem, the strength of our Indian ecosystem is somehow we know how all these things, how does business, society, innovation works, right? We know Jugaad. Right, we know the frugal innovation in art, whether it's, so I remember as a kid, I was staying, of course, I was staying in Delhi, in one of the places in Delhi, in North Campus. And there was this person, very young person, who was making this very small sundial. Okay, I was a kid and I kind of visited him, and I liked collecting all these small nitty-gritty things. So I saw within their house they started making all these things, and ऊपर का aluminium लगाया, बीच की खड़ी का चीजें सेट की, उस पे पेंट किया. So he was producing everything from his small room of his house. So we say na कि like for a man or for a woman it's like घर, dukaan below the घर, so that we can kind of communicate it easily, and our work becomes our worship, right? So most of the time we spend in our life by doing work. So what I'm trying to say with this example is we have this ecosystem of culture of creation in our country. I'm talking about country, in our lives also, right? I mean, as I gave this example of sundial, there are so many other examples, people making different, parts of hubs and all. And we started importing from outside. Okay, more than exporting, we started importing from outside. But now, as a country, the challenge for us is creating in-house, which is not happening. Of course, we have certain strengths, but we are traditionally forgetting our crafts, our systems, which our forefathers have set it for us, right? So we need to kind of bring back those and try to see, can we use that as our strength? Similar way in China, similar way in Japan. If you see a training of a child, a small child in Chinese school, you must be, all the younger ones, you are seeing a lot of reels in the evening, right? I mean, in Instagram, and I'm taking a liberty to talk about reels because somewhere it's feeding our brain. So you see a lot of young children start cleaning their desks, their spaces in a very early age. That is integrated into the system, right? It's not somebody will come and do it for us. Some worker will come and do it. Our parents will come and do it. It's us. So they started in an early age kind of integrating these examples in their younger generation, that you're on your own. Nobody is going to come and save you. You are on your own. Even if you're studying, you are on your own. You have to build yourself and make yourself self-reliant. What our Honorable Prime Minister Ji is talking about, self-reliant India. You have to kind of think of your own choices, your own problems, the problems which your parents have, maybe your cousins have, maybe your sister has, or your teachers have, or around you. You have to start seeing on the ground level and seeing, can I solve this problem? And yes, you said it, I can. So I'll take a liberty, you can. It doesn't matter from where you are coming from, but you can make a change. So that's another example. In many other countries, we have, after 12th standard, we have a serving in army. That's the third example I'm taking. We have serving in army. Okay, not in India, in a small proportion, but we have this thing of serving in army in a global context. And that is for what? Like preparing a new generation of people, a set of people who can really protect the nation. Whether you see in, if you can start seeing it, maybe Finland or European countries or different countries you're seeing, if you go through it, you'll see they train their army, they train their set of youngsters in protecting the nation, for protecting the nation. Okay, but we don't have it, right? But we have another tool, which is what you're studying right now. Whether it's management, whether it's physiotherapy, whether it's to become a very good, entrepreneur, or starting your own company, or not even starting your own company, starting something, a very small startup. So something you're trying to do on your own, right? So with these three examples, I want to set up a stage that the design thinking and AI sessions which we are going to take this week, try to take as much advantage you can, because it's not about any of, you have to think of how you can improve the world. You have to think about how you can improve your own surroundings, your own community, design your own life. We are going to come up with a very good example of mind mapping. Mind mapping is something where we map our emotions, where we map our insecurities, where we map our good knowledge systems which we have, where we map our strengths, like, looking at our family, looking